The Universal Basic Education Commission stated recently that Nigerian education sector is facing a crisis of greater magnitude, with over 20 million Nigerians out of school, many more unable to read and write. They are emphasizing that children who are enrolling in school are not learning. These scary statistics were also mirrored by WAEC, as they confirmed that the recently released WAEC is the worst academic performance in 5 years, with only 38% of students passing. At a time when education should be our most urgent national priority and most critical investment, we as leaders continue to spend trillions on infrastructure, most of which contribute little or nothing to the Measurable Development Index and cannot be completed, and renovation that are a misplaced priority, while the foundational sector like education remain in crisis. Education is the most powerful investment we can make in the future of this nation. We must urgently redirect our focus towards building our national human capital by providing quality and functional schools and investing in access to learning for every Nigerian child. A nation that neglects its young people has no future. We must urgently redirect our priority and invest in quality education. Our children deserve classrooms, not abandoned projects. To build a stronger, safe, and more prosperous nation, we must invest in our children. And because when we fail them, we have failed our nation. A new Nigeria is possible. P.O. That was His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi talking about the recently released WAEC, as well as the statistic released by the Universal Basic Education Commission. And you know that there is no way you can give what you don't have. The president of Nigeria as of today has a lot of allegation on his head because he has found it very difficult to even defend himself when the case was in courts. Now, let's look at it when they asked for his academic records to be released. What did he say? That if those records are released, it will tarnish his reputation. Which reputation do you even have in the first place? Now, we had the Super Falcons of Nigeria went all the way to win the African Cup of Nations for the 10th time. The Afrobeats also went to win it back to back. Yes, they made Nigerian proud when it comes to the sports. It's something that we need to celebrate, as well as, giving them awards. But now, a child went all the way to the UK, beat over 20,000 people, over how many schools worldwide to win but what happened? The president only sent a congratulatory message to these children and the schools and asking them to stay fast for a better future, study hard and all of that. I mean, what happened to giving them the honors that they deserve? For example, you gave those Super Falcons, is it GSON or OON, right? And you did nothing to these girls. Now, imagine a TikToker. Imagine somebody who is in BB Nigeria, which is going on right now. We come out tomorrow and you will see governors, endorsing them and giving them vehicles and all of that. Now, how do you now encourage those who are trying to go to school to even go in the first place? The other time it was this same WAEC, they wrote English in the middle of the night. Now they have failed the English exam, so many people failed English. And somebody was justifying the results and saying that it was because they didn't prepare properly. Really? For an exam that they were supposed to write daytime, they wrote it in the night without light and they failed, you said. So let's also look at what Peter Obi have to say regarding the future of Nigeria that must be invested in. Talking about the two ladies, Nadis and Co, who made Nigeria proud in the educational sector. And according to Mr. Peter Obi, he said, and I quote on his Twitter handle, "I warmly congratulate Mrs. Abdullahi Aminu, the exceptional 17-year-old student from Yobe State, on her outstanding achievement at the 2025 Teen Eagles Global Finals in London. Her emergency as a top English language performer globally, outshining over 20,000 participants from 69 countries, is not only a personal triumph, but a moment of great national pride. Nafisa's brilliantness, nurtured through discipline, family support, and quality education at Nigerian International College, has proven once again that Nigerian youth can excel on the world stage when given the opportunity. This remarkable feat calls for meaningful recognition. I strongly urge the federal government to honor Nafisa and all other students who recently brought academic honor to the country. If I'm not pronouncing the name correctly, please, I'm sorry. A fully funded scholarship would not only reward her excellence, but also inspire other students across the country to pursue education with passion and purpose. Education remains the most powerful investment we can make in the future of our country. Let us as a nation demonstrate that academic excellence is a national value. I'll encourage the government to formally receive Nafisa and her teachers at the presidency as a symbol of our collective commitment to education. Recognizing and supporting achievers like her is how we build a nation where merit is honored and greatness is nurtured. Pew. I go to the comment section of that particular post on his Twitter handle. You will see how daft many Nigerians are. This is somebody who is encouraging the government to also honor those ladies. I don't want to even mention his name. He's talking about giving him money. Yeah, giving her money. If you cannot give her money, if it is South now, they're now bringing region, tribe into this post. Just imagine this post too. They're bringing tribe into it. This is the reason. So it is not just about our leaders alone. We, the citizens, we are not even doing well. So this is what we are talking about. The president awarded those ladies that play football over 100. Is it $1,000 to each person, or is it $100,000 safe to each person? And this girl now went to make the country proud. Now, what will the performance of the Super Falcons or the D Tigers, what is the economic importance of that trophy to Nigeria on a long-term run? Just glory. Just that Nigeria won it 10 times. That's all. Nothing. Will it attract investment into the country sport-wise? Yes, so it will. Definitely, it will. Yes, these are champions. We have talent here. Will it bring? Yes, no doubt. Education cut across every sector, including the sports. So, to encourage, you look at people like the other day that we saw a video trending where in a primary school, children lower than 6 years old were shaking their bum bum. I can't even play the video here. And they were dancing, and their parents were there watching. That is the highest level of stupidity I've ever seen in my life coming from parents. So this madness from the government, where they don't recognize what they ought to recognize, is what is dragging the nation backward. And I don't blame them. They don't have it, so they can't offer it. And when Peter Obi go about donating money to institutions like education and health, they continue to want him not to come to those states, and continue to tag him as a religious and tribal bigot and all of that. But the government can't even do anything about it. Now, the school that this girl the school that this girl attended, that brought her to this limelight now, their school fee is not 50,000. Their school fee is not 10,000. The school is very, very expensive. And the school is even in the capital city, Abuja. Me and you, can we afford the school? Is another question. Where their terminal fee is almost 6 to 7 million. Terminal, not annual. Terminal. So, you see, education is not cheap. And that is the reason why the government need to invest in the education sector. Especially the public schools. Teachers will not be paid. Infrastructure, bad. That is what Peter Obi is talking about. And you see, students now like, okay, fine. After all the school, after all the skills, what next? No job. In fact, you venture into any business, Agbe will cripple it. The country will bring policies that will destroy it. So what happened? They resort into TikTok dance, shake their bum to get money. They now resort into prostitution. They resort into armed robbery and what have you. But when we have good value system, being communicated at the lower level in terms of educational sector and follow up all the way through with good policies and good people at the helms of affairs, what do you expect? The nations that we admire today are nations that invest in education and healthcare. But Nigeria, we invest in thuggery. Thank you for watching.